Yo, it's your boy here, Magic, with another YouTube video. And this video is going to be talking about the Black Ops 4 beta and my review, my thoughts, and what I think should be fixed before the full release. If you guys didn't know, I actually played the Black Ops 4 beta before the beta. I actually played it in alpha stage over at Anaheim. When I went to go compete at CW Anaheim, there was a booth for Black Ops 4, and we actually got to play it. We only got to play 2 games, so I didn't really get the full taste of the game like I did in the beta. And overall, it's a little bit different. They did fix a lot of things from the alpha that I was concerned about into the beta. So first of all, let's start off with the alpha, what I played on. We played on 2 maps. It was Frequency, and I'm not sure what the other map was. It was a different map. Not sure what the map was. I think it was the same map. I think it was Frequency, but it was just different game modes. And the number one concern I had about the game was that the subs were really weak, and Armored was really overpowered, and that the auto aim was insane. It was like way too much auto aim. I thought that everybody was just gonna have a gutty in that game. Like, you would get auto aim from across the map, and that was my concerns. And they actually fixed it in the beta. But there is still some issues about the beta. I honestly have been having a lot of fun on it. It's honestly the most fun I've had in the past couple Call of Duties. IW obviously I did not like. I made the rant video about, and obviously I didn't like the IW. The IW beta was a disaster too. World War II, the beta was alright, the game was okay. I didn't really like World War II as much, but Black Ops 4 I really like playing. Even though I've reached the max cap on it, I'm still playing it. I'm still trying to just trying to play on it. It's just fun playing for some reason. So Black Ops 4 beta and Black Ops 4 so far, it's pretty much fun. It's a fun game to play, but we do have some issues that I feel like they should be fixing. And I'm gonna go over it right now. So number one concern, the frame rate. The frame rate is very inconsistent throughout the game. It's not buttery smooth like it should be. It feels like it should be a smooth game once they fix the frame rate, but there is times, especially on the map Gridlock, the map that kind of looks like Aftermath from Black Ops 2, if there's any streaks around, or people using specialists, or there's a lot of players in a concentrated area, it seems to drop frames. And it's sometimes it's manageable. It's not as bad, to be honest, but there's other times where it's terrible, and the frame rate really is just really bad. I've heard people who have PS Pros have better luck with the frame rate, but they did also say in their Reddit post that they know about the frame rate and they're gonna fix that. So that concern's being fixed. The other concern I have is the delayed pub start. I know it's very small, but there's people who have PS4 Pros or just faster PlayStations in general that are loading into the game faster than the other people, and sometimes you'll load into the game super quick, just like in a snap. Other times it will take forever to load in, like you're loading into a World War II map. But they should fix it. I don't know how they would fix it. They said they're gonna fix it, but there's times where I haven't even spawned in and I already have a death because somebody ran to the spawn and killed me, but I'm still spawning in. The other thing I've noticed too, because there's 150 health now, the time to kill is very slow. I don't have the issue with the medic or whatever, like the syringe and you reviving yourself or giving yourself health instead of regen. Like, that's perfectly fine. I like that. The time to kill though is very, very slow. Sometimes it feels like I'm shooting 8 bullets at somebody to finally kill him, and even though it's a change, it still kind of feels, the time to kill kind of feels off. It should be turned down a little bit. I don't feel like it should go back to 100 like it was, but it should go down than 150. And usually if somebody has crash, it goes up to 200, and if somebody has armored, it even goes higher. So the time to kill feels like way different when somebody has armored and crash on top of that. So maybe turn it down a little bit. The time to kill is alright, but they should turn it down a little bit. The next concern I have is the electric drone from Prophet. It can be avoided with tac mask, but that electric drone, it is so annoying, man. Like, that thing is annoying. You come around the corner and that thing just starts shocking you, and you are shocked for a good while. You can't shoot, you can't really do anything. You're just there shocked. You can shoot, you can do like a hip fire spread, but you can't aim down sights, you can't move, and you're there for a good 10-15 seconds. I feel like that should be taken down a little bit. Next specialist is the Ajax riot shield. That thing is OP. I did post a clip on Twitter of me getting like a 6-piece was that riot shield. That thing is insane. I don't think it's going to be in comp, Maybe, I don't know, but they should turn it down a little bit. It's kind of hard to kill. The next thing I want to talk about is the deployable shield with Guardian, pretty much the portable head glitch. Feel like that's really very overpowered. You have a portable head glitch and a Guardian, so nobody can really come up to you, slide around the portable head glitch and kill you because there's a Guardian on it. And I feel like it should be toned down a little bit, not that bad. This is just minor things I think should be tweaked and nerfed and stuff like that. The UI, the user interface in general, should have a little bit of work. Could be better. I do not like the cursor. Some people like it, some people don't. I kind of don't like. I'm starting to fall onto the side that I don't like it. It doesn't feel smooth. The main menu feels really like skippy, because that's also because of the frame rate, and it's also a beta, so I'm not gonna give it that much of a deal. But the thing is that in the alpha it was not skippy and frame ratey as it was in the beta, which I've also noticed, which is kind of weird. But yeah, they need to rework the UI, make it an option if you can use cursor or just the regular D-pad thing. Because I sometimes I'll be trying to pick a class and I'll be picking a different class, or sometimes I'll try to change my sensitivity and it'll like not even change my sensitivity because I didn't click on it right, or I didn't hover over the cursor right. Like I just don't like the cursor. I understand why they did it because of the PC. They're trying to focus more on PC gaming, but I honestly don't like it on the console. The other thing, now we're going into a kill streak. Hellstorm missiles are freaking fast. On my live stream on the first day the beta came out, I got a 5-piece off the Dom flag off the rip on the second side, and there was no cooldown time. The cooldown time was 3 seconds, and I called it in, and that thing was fast. I killed everybody on the flag. They didn't even cap it yet. The missile needs to be tweaked a little bit, especially if you're gonna use it in comp. Should be tweaked a little bit slower, not as fast as it is right now, but a little bit slower. Also, I've noticed there's no drop shot. This is not a really big deal for me because I don't really drop shot that much. I'm more I like jump shot around corners than drop shot. But the drop shot kind of feels weird when I do it every once in a while. It does feel weird. It doesn't feel like a drop shot. You go on the ground, you pretty much can't aim anymore. Start hip firing, and that should not. I feel like that should be in the game. Some people were talking about, like Aches were saying that the drop shot should be coming back. It's a 10-year mechanic, and it's been taken out. I kind of agree with that. Nobody really complained about drop shot. Like, yeah, it's annoying when someone drop shots you, but it's kind of like got built into Call of Duty. It's kind of like a thing that you expect from Call of Duty. It's like a mechanic, you know what I mean? Kind of like aiming or jumping around. It's kind of like engraves itself into the Call of Duty franchise. So I feel like they should have just kept the no drop shotting. Honestly, it doesn't affect me as much, but a lot of players did not like that. I also noticed in Hardpoint, the hill timer is nowhere visible on the screen whatsoever. You actually have to look where the hill is at and kind of look at the small print of how much time is left. I honestly do not like that. That is very inconvenient. It should be on your screen so you know how much time you have left. You have to keep looking at the hill. That's especially for people who are cutting off lanes that are not looking at the hill directly. It's just very inconvenient. You should just keep it on the screen and take it away from the hill. I honestly do not like that. Attachments can be very confusing. So attachments are kind of different in this game. There's usually 2 types of each attachment. For example, there can be Quick Draw 1 and Quick Draw 2. You can only use Quick Draw 2 if you mount on Quick Draw 1. Some guns don't have stock. Some guns have rapid fire. Some guns don't. Some guns have grip. Some guns don't. And it could be kind of confusing on the loadouts. It's not that big of an issue for me, but it is kind of confusing that if I want to use a laser light that would only cost 1 point in previous Call of Duties, I have to use 2 points because laser light 2, if you have for example, if you have laser sight 2 or laser sight 1, it just pretty much increases your accuracy when hip firing when you're not moving, but laser light 2 does increase your accuracy when you're moving, which is pretty redundant. It should just be one single attachment, but they should fix that. I honestly don't like the different types of attachments of the same attachment. They should change that. Should make that one single attachment. You're trying to complicate things, and honestly I don't like that. Another thing I've noticed, spawns are very chaotic, especially in Hardpoint. So in Hardpoint, I feel like I'd be slaying out the team, and they spawn up 2 seconds. They're already in the hill, hitting it over and over and over again. And even though it does give you a fast-paced action game, it pretty much eliminates any incentive of like holding down a spawn, or like it doesn't even reward a team for holding down the spawn, because the spawns flip every single time you kill the people. Like these flip, like it's insane. There is no way to block a spawn. There is no way to hold down a spawn. Like there is no way at all. Like it's just luck right now because of how the spawns are. Like one person can spawn up instantly and flip the spawns, and the spawns make no sense usually. Sometimes you'll be spawning behind people, and the spawn beacon on Seraph screws everything up with the spawning too. That should be a little bit like the spawn system should be looked at a little bit more. Maybe the spawns should be tweaked a little bit more. Overall, the game is perfect. I like the game. It's really fun. I enjoy this game. I'm just really concerned about this in comp. Like in pubs, this is actually fun. Like it is super fun. Like engagements over and over again. But in comp, it's kind of scary. So we're into another specialist, so Nomad Dog Specialist. Okay, so I have mixed feelings about the Nomad Dog Specialist. I barely use it because every time I use the Dog Specialist, the dog doesn't do anything. He just stands there. He doesn't do anything, or he just roams around, doesn't get any kills, and gets killed right away. But when the enemy team gets the dog, this dog is trained by the Navy SEALs and is running at 50 miles per hour through any alley and always kills me. It always gets like a 3-piece or a 4-piece. But when I use it, it's complete garbo. I don't know what to say, if it's too weak or if it's too strong, but that's why I added it onto the list. Honestly, I feel like it's just inconsistent probably. So it should be a little bit more tweaked to be more consistent. Another thing I'm going into now is the Ajax 9-bang equipment. 9-bang equipment is very, very powerful. It even works when they use it against somebody who has tac mask, which I feel like should not be a thing. If you have tac mask, it should protect you from the 9-bang. Even though I throw the 9-bang, right? I've used it before, and I've thrown the 9-bang, and I've gotten the symbol that the person has tac mask. They're still affected by it. It makes no sense. They should fix that. That's the only thing I think they should fix. I don't think they should increase the radius. That's what Treyarch is thinking about doing, is increasing the radius of detonation, which I feel like it should not be a thing. I feel like the 9-bang is perfectly fine where it's at. Okay, and then lastly that I've noticed too is the random reloading noises. Like I'll be in a room by myself and I hear people reloading. I don't know if it's just me or I'm just cracked out or I'm just paranoid, but I hear random reloading out of nowhere. Like it's just random reloading. It freaks me out because I think someone's behind me. I turn around, no one's there. I think it's just like a game bug they're probably gonna fix, but sometimes it scares the shit out of me. But anyways, guys, that's pretty much it for the review. Honestly, I give the game probably an 8 out of 10 from the beta. It's not that great. It's not or well, it is better than great. It is fun, but it's not perfect. You know what I mean? And Call of Duty is not gonna be perfect. So this is like my favorite title so far. So far from the last 3 or 4 Call of Duties, this has been my favorite Call of Duty so far. Exception for Black Ops 3. Black Ops 3 will always be my favorite one from like the last 3 years. But this game is actually really fun. I'm going to be playing it and be posting a lot of videos about it. I also need to post a video about Call of Duty or CWL Anaheim. I did not place a video about it and how I placed and what happened. It's going to be a separate video. It's going to be more of a serious video. That should be coming up soon. I will be explaining what happened, how the experience was, and what my plans going forward. Also have a montage coming up for World War II. My one and only montage for World War II is going to be coming up soon. And that's pretty much it for now. Until then, I'm going to be making videos about Black Ops 4 and other stuff like guns, perks, stuff like that for the beta going into week 2. But hopefully you guys like this video. Hopefully you agree with the things I think that are kind of broken in the game and it should be kind of fixed. But anyways, guys, I hope you guys liked the video. Leave a like, leave a comment below, and until next time, guys, I will see you guys when I see you guys.